Unit 2, Section 10.4, Worked Examples. Determine the monthly payment for the installment loan. Amount financed, $14,000. Annual percentage rate, 5%. Number of payments per year, 12. Time in years, 3. Installment loan payment formula is shown here. And the quantities I'm going to be putting into the formula are P is 14,000. My interest rate as a decimal is 0.05. The number of payments per year N is 12, and the time T is 3. And I went ahead and put the numbers into my formula. Important to notice in this formula, in the denominator, there's a negative exponent. That's very, very important. And I went ahead and simplified it in step 2. And then down below in step 3, I've gone ahead and simplified the numerator, and then I'm going to go ahead and work on the denominator. And I'm going to do the parentheses first. So inside the parentheses, I'm going to take 0.05, and I'm going to divide by 12. I'm going to add 1. Now I need to raise it to that negative 36 exponent, and here's my exponent key. And in this calculator, you put in the number, and then you negate it. And I need to subtract this from 1. So rather than writing it down, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put it into my memory. And I'm going to take 1 minus memory recall equals. Now, I'm going to clear my memory because I'd like to store this in my memory because I need to divide this into my numerator. And so then I'm going to take 58.333333 divide by memory recall, and I get a monthly payment of $419.59. I'm going to pick a different color for the next example. I'm not sure why the colors are off on that pen. All right, next example. Landon is an auto mechanic who wishes to start his own business. He will need $5,000 to purchase tools and equipment. He decides to finance the purchase with a 48-month fixed installment loan with an APR of 5%. Determine his finance charge and then determine his monthly payment. So the first thing we're going to see here is that we want to get the finance charge per thousand. And so what we want to do is go to the table and look on the row for 48 monthly payments and look under 5%, and we see that the finance charge per $100 is 10.54. And then I'm going to divide the amount of his loan, 5,000, by 100, and I need 50 increments. So I'm going to multiply that charge per $100, the 1054, by 50 in order to get the finance charge. So I'm going to take 1054 and I'm going to multiply that by 50. So his finance charge is $527. So I'm going to go ahead and put that down here, 527. To get the monthly payment, we need to add the finance charge to the amount financed. So we're going to take the $5,000 and we're going to add the 527. And so the total amount financed is $5,527. And to get the monthly payment, you're going to take that $5,527 and you're going to divide by 48. Because there's 40 payments in his loan. And so his monthly payment is $115.15. So his monthly payment is going to be $115.15. In this problem, we want to find out what the finance charge is and also what the APR is on the loan. And the first thing we want to figure out is there was a cash payment of $5,200, down payment of $900, so the amount financed was $4,300, 48 payments of $100 each. So the first thing we want to talk about is what's the total cost of the loan. So if I take 48 payments times $100, the total amount of the loan payments is $4,800. Subtract that from that, the amount that was financed to find out the finance charge. So if I take 4,800 and I 4,800 and subtract the 4,300, I find the finance charge is $500. Now, to figure out the APR, what you do is take the finance charge and divide by the amount financed, which in this case was $4,300, and then multiply by 100. So I'm going to take 500, divide by the amount financed, which was $4,300, and multiply that by 100. And I get 11.63. And that's telling me the finance charge per $100 borrowed. And that's what's shown in the table up here. And if I go back up to the table, we know that we had 48 payments. And so we're going to look across this row and find the entry that's closest to that number I just calculated, which is in the 5.5% column. So the interest rate on this loan was 5.5%. Shing's credit card company determines his minimum monthly payment by adding all new interest to 1% of the outstanding balance. The credit card company charges an interest rate of, and I'll let you read that, per day. On March 10th, Shing uses his credit card to purchase airline tickets for his family for $3,800. He makes no new purchases during March. Use the information and the rule that the minimum payments are rounded up to the nearest dollar to answer parts A and B below. Part A, assuming Shing had no new interest, determine his minimum payment on April 1st, his billing date. So the minimum payment is 1% of the outstanding balance. So on April 1st, Shing is going to owe 1% of $3,800, which is $38. Now on April 1st, instead of making the minimum payment, he makes a payment of $600. Assuming there are no additional charges or cash advances, determine Shing's minimum payment due on May 1st. Since he made a payment of $600, his new balance is $3,200. So he'll need to make a 1% payment of that outstanding balance, and that's going to be $32. He also needs to pay interest for 30 days, and the interest rate was given as a percent, and we converted it to the decimal, and I'm going to go ahead and multiply that out to figure out what his interest is for the 30 days, and I'm going to take 30 days, and I'm going to multiply by the interest rate per day. And I'm going to multiply by the outstanding balance, which was $3,200. And I get $41.42. So the interest that he has to pay is $41.42. So what we do is we add the interest to the minimum payment, and we're going to get, let's pull our calculator up and do it. So we're going to take $41.42, which I still have in my calculator, and I'm going to add $32. So I get $73.42. But remember, we always round up, so this is going to become a payment of $74.